the most expensive and luxurious cruise in the world. The concept of the world's most luxurious cruise ship is a little tricky, not least since the meaning of luxury is so subjective. On top of that, there are other varieties of cruising to consider: conventional ocean cruise ships, as well as river and expedition cruise ships, as well as ships that specialize in certain regions, and the size of these ships vary greatly. In today's video, we take a look at the most expensive and luxurious cruise in the world. But before we start, please leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos. And now, with no further ado, let's get started. So the Regent Seven Seas Explorer has been branded the most luxurious ship in the world. So, how does it stack up against a 5-star hotel? Definitely, the first impressions are excellent. This ship is spotless and gives you the same sense as walking into a high-end hotel. The correct tone is set by the sense of style, quality, and comfort. The huge chandelier and sweeping staircase in the lobby live up to the cruise line's reputation for spectacular design, but the overall vibe is one of more understated elegance. The impression given is informal elegance over extravagance, from the easy welcome glass of champagne to the neutral color palette of creams and browns. The Regent Suite has 2 bedrooms and is spread out over 4,443 square feet. Its design continues in the suites, with a cream and blue color scheme. The soft closed drawers, enormous leather wall-mounted headboard, and waiting bottle of champagne all speak to the high quality. There are larger hotel suites available, but given that we're at sea, the suites are surprisingly spacious and comfy. The parlor and bedroom are separated by 2 thick curtains, and the balcony is large enough for 2 rattan reclining chairs and a walk-in wardrobe. The bathroom is spacious and light, with twin basins, a large tub, and a separate rainfall shower, as well as black and white marble finish and L'Occitane toiletries. On board, the Explorer, like any other major hotel, has a large spa, a sleek gym, a well-stocked library, elegant lounge bars, and a large pool deck. The Culinary Arts Kitchen, on the other hand, is a pleasant surprise, resembling a premium cooking school with a fully equipped individual workstation for group instruction. You can practice to learn how to cook a variety of foods, from modern French classics to authentic Spanish tapas. There are also Picassos on the walls and a baby grand piano. A marble-clad in-suite spa with a sauna, steam room, and a jacuzzi is also available. Unlimited spa treatments, as well as the services of a private butler, are included. The nicest views on the ship are from a private wraparound balcony. A private small pool is also available. Looking for an attractive and relaxing atmosphere in a hotel restaurant, as well as efficient service and well-prepared fresh food combined with high-quality wines? Each of these is easily available on board. Chartreuse, modern French dining, Prime 7, modern American steakhouse, and Pacific Rim, Asian-inspired cuisine would all be welcome as standalone destination restaurants in London or New York, ensuring that dining out becomes a true event. The consistent quality of food provided and the overall joy of exploring the different gourmet offers on board are testaments to the Maitre D's full reservation books all around. The feeling of value while on vacation is a fundamental advantage Regent Seven Seas enjoys over its land-based hotel competitors. When compared to luxury hotels on land, Regent Seven Seas confidently claims to have the most inclusive package at sea. All meals, branded beverages, and fine wines are included as usual, so there isn't even a room charge to sign after an evening of cocktails and exquisite dining. Because there are minimal additional charges, it's possible to check out without ever signing a room bill. There's no pricing listed anywhere on board, and thus no common or unsubtle notices to urge you to indulge and spend, unless you arrange for a private guide and driver, a culinary instruction, or a spa treatment. While experiencing onboard hospitality, you realize how good the value for money is. The ship has a trip that will go through 11 countries on a 123-day journey that includes overnight stays at some of the world's most opulent hotels, helicopter transfers, and first-class flights. The entire package cost $1.2 million per pair. To put that in context, that's about $10,000 per day. Even before you step aboard a ship, the decadence of this journey begins. The first leg involves flying Emirates first class from London to Dubai. The journey begins on November 11th, 2021 and ends on March 13th, 2022 in London. The schedule includes stops in London, Sydney, Tokyo, Dubai, Bangkok, and Hong Kong, to name a few. On 3 distinct Regent 7 Seas trips, guests will stay in a Regent suite. On land, visitors will stay in opulent suites at some of the world's most opulent hotels, including Dubai's iconic Burj Al Arab. On land, you'll stay at the Ritz-Carlton in Hong Kong, the Park Hyatt in Sydney, the Aman Hotel in Tokyo, and the Sofitel Auckland Viaduct Harbour Hotel in Auckland, New Zealand. From the exclusive balcony of a Park Hyatt Hotel rooftop suite, New Year's Eve will be spent watching fireworks over Sydney Harbour Bridge. Guests will stay in Sydney for 13 nights, including a private tour of the Blue Mountains. The package also includes 5 private tours of world-famous destinations, such as New Zealand's Waitomo Caves and Japan's Mount Fuji. Guests will also be transported solely by chauffeured car and, of course, helicopter. Picasso's in the suites, enormous crystal chandeliers at every turn, there are about 500 of them, and Versace dishes are all likely to back up this bold assertion. There are 2 main lunch restaurants and 6 main evening restaurants, with caviar and lobster prominently featured on all menus. According to Forbes, an average 14-night trip aboard the Explorer consumes roughly 2,000 pounds of lobster. On board, there's also a culinary arts center where visitors may take cooking workshops. Fortunately, there's a running track around the deck and a fitness center on board. Shuffleboard, putting greens, golf nets, and paddle tennis, as well as Pilates and yoga workshops will keep guests entertained. There's a casino, a magnificent theater for after-dinner plays, and a library for amusement. Basically, the Regent 7 Seas Explorer is on par with some of the world's most opulent hotels. I was worried about the crowds on board, but there are only 375 suites on board, so it never feels crowded. Many multi-generational families are drawn to this easy and peaceful way of exploring the world together. It's impossible to overestimate the pleasure of waking up at a new port every day and drawing your curtains to a view like Monte Carlo. The Regent 7 Seas Explorer is set to become one of our favorite luxury vacations, with offerings that surpass most, if not all, hotels. We can all testify, $1.2 million is a lot of money to spend on the ship. But how about you take a couple of cruises with different cruise lines to get a feel for how they operate? You'll not only get a sense of if this is a lifestyle that appeals to you, but you'll also be able to compare different lines and get a sense of which ones would function best as a new home. And that's all for today's video. Well, would you pay the $1.2 million to have an experience on the ship? Comment below. Let's engage. Also, please leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos. Goodbye for now, friends. See you in the next video.